Whips bring me out. Knew they love they half of me was fake. I'd rather be without. Air players 4 inches when you tryna make it out. Always say I'm good, but it's real pain behind the smile. Can't tell the timing on the roll, it got the air big dial. 8,000 square feet ain't the lot, boy, that's just a house. Don't claim you a real one when you let them white folks move you out. I was down and out on the floor, sleeping at granny house. When you have emotion, better learn to listen, close mouths. Couldn't afford them shows, my mama showed, said we gon' figure it out. On the road to success, it was a blessing, I broke down in the south. If you get blurred, don't say no names, stay quiet as a mouse. With the bay missing, no doubt.
Yeah, really out here chasing bags, y'all niggas chasing clout. It's so easy to hide the pain behind the smile. It's so easy to hide the pain behind the smile. Gotta stay in motion. Told her about my dreams and she laughed at me, yeah. Started my own business and they talked about me, yeah. Prayed for the guidance and I moved in silence, yeah. Gotta stay in motion.
Lord, forgive me for the sinning and the fornicating with the women. Been letting that pain get me while we ain't talked in a minute. Never question your intentions or why my pops no longer living. It helped me see they true colors, no longer rolling with them. Don't say that's my nigga, I'm glad we back to talking and shit. Had me feeling bad all the time and to know he was going through shit. Been hurt before, that's why my heart always on defense. But the best revenge is when you out here scoring on that offense. Don't do nights rocking shows, couldn't afford to stay overnight. Thankful for Sade was kinda sad we couldn't get right. Heard her say she thought I said, bitch, think twice. Hard to bet up on myself, but shit, I had to roll the dice.
Really out here chasing bags, y'all niggas chasing clout. It's so easy to hide the pain behind the smile. It's so easy to hide the pain behind the smile. Gotta stay in motion. Told her about my dreams and she laughed at me, yeah. Started my own business and they talked about me, yeah. Prayed for the guidance and I moved in silence, yeah. Gotta stay in motion.
Richmond, nigga. That niggas know what the fuck it is, real Richmond, nigga. Check. Hey, peanut butter guts, Glock tuck, sitting on gold things, big motor, top down. We call that blow the brains. 415s in the motherfucking trunk, got that super black, candy color paint. Are they trying to figure out if the core rap? Dump it. Riding down Chelsea Street with that mean mug, Yachi shades on. All the hoes, they like, what's up? Them self-hate niggas look at them mugging, they can't stand it. Knowing if they run up, they funeral will be a closed casket. My nigga blurt me and say, you know them niggas from the T's? It's a doc on your location. They send some youngers to split your wig. It's on site. Should I grab the switch or the SIG? Better call Rolling Hills. Many graves, they gon' need a dig. I'm still tipping on these niggas. When I drop the hood, gon' feel it. Chasing 7 figures on that block, hoe still ripping. All feelings we ain't sipping. On my section, God is my witness. Real Richmond forever tipping. On that block, we still tipping. We is. On that block, we still tipping. Yeah. On that block, we still tipping. We still tipping. On that block, we still tipping. Yeah. Dipping. Riding down Cuddy with nothing short of an extension. Slipping. To the bitty Henny that got me paranoid and tripping. Bust that left on course and let's see if we can catch the hater slipping. Them youngest that they sent failed their whole mission. This whole broad I sense that, man, these niggas out here boasting, bragging or talking geek. All they business out in the open. I guess it's time to get it in. Distract them niggas right quick. This corner we finna be in. Cut them lights low. It's 10:28. Them cops approached the scene and said they found 2 suckers DOA. Found multiple shells all over the place with no chance of escape. By saying they said they saw a woman leave might be evidence of foul play. I'm still tipping on these niggas. When I drop the hood, gon' feel it. Chasing 7 figures on that block, hoe still ripping. All feelings we ain't sipping. On my section, God is my witness. Real Richmond forever tipping. On that block, we still tipping. We is. On that block, we still tipping. Yeah. On that block, we still tipping. We still tipping. On that block, we still tipping. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Bay, home of 1,000 coffins. We high as Martians, never deep. We run that offense. Hella sharks around, but ain't none of them got no shark fins. Water never shallow, we tossing you off the deep end. All that play in the streets gonna have your ass wearing deep ends. It all depends on who you beef and who you call friends. And watch when you call, and most of these niggas jaws in. Being broke never optional. We running optionals. You giving up at the first obstacle. You niggas sweet like popsicles. Loving on your bros, but really never on a bitch. Real suspect. All green, I'm smiling like a Grinch. Cutting blue checks. Just left Cordia gun exchange and copped a new tech. No software. Make your homie at his funeral. You was his pallbearer. Life ain't a joke, nah, ain't shit fair. Stay 10 toes and beware. Hold on, got one more. I'm with the Bay missing, but niggas quick to prop up other people, but they own. See the ones who said they solid turn X chromosome. Back to the north and to buy a few homes. We're owning shit to justify what I'm throwing up. Living any yacht, but another hood you throwing up. Nothing but fake in the streets, so y'all niggas can keep it. At the finest restaurants with my bits over the weekends. With the finest delicacies that you can never sink your teeth in. I guess the truth hurts, make him jealous with these matching furs. His and hers, lack of direction in my life. Had to swerve, I swear to God, this shit ain't easy. Hit some curbs, stay solid to myself, stacking integers. Shout out the Blade Runner, if she ain't about her dough, then she can't forget my number. My hit bird, man, tell him I'm the #1 stunner. It's real rich, man. Yeah. Out for revenge on these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. It's Vicious V. Fuck y'all niggas thought this shit was, man. Huh? Thought I was just gonna let that bullshit slide, huh? Y'all fuck y'all niggas think this is, nigga. This a real rich one, nigga. Hey. Put the hood on these niggas' chests, but they ain't have my back. I was bagging up and shipping packs. You, where was you at? Took from me, but I put you in position to get your own play. I was booking shows out of state. You all up in a bitch face. I swear to God, these niggas act like bitches, how they run they mouth. Thinking with your dick while I was planning on how to make it out. Jealousy got me strapped, that's why you do not leave without. Reason why he breathing, cause his kids don't want him to be without. Never put in work, but quick to have your hand extended though. Thought he had me fooled, try to play me like a Nintendo. Running on my old plays and can't even get a thank you, bro. Telling all them lies, blaming me for why we did not blow. I'm back for blood, nigga. Yeah, I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. Yeah, I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm murking all these bippers and these niggas who claim they in the streets. I doubled up and tripled my G's. You fucked off your whole PPP. Dumbass nigga, don't deserve this life. Y'all some bum ass niggas. Back to they bitch ass mama dead. Ho, fuck your feelings. Ooh, I got these Section 8 hoes in they feelings. 10 G's on that ass and flew back, bitch. You still a tenant? Yeah, the truth hurts. That's why you hoes do not listen when it come to broke. Vicious V, now you better not mention really about that action. If you cross me, get no interactions. Out here really stacking like a bitch. You just was yapping, all that capping. Now they look at you like, damn, what happened? Damn, what happened? Didn't say much, they just soul snatched them. I'm back for blood, nigga. Yeah, I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. Yeah, I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. I'm back for blood, nigga. I'm back for blood. I'm back for blood, yeah. Peak season, nigga. Y'all niggas really think shit good out here, huh? Cause these motherfucking DAs ain't tripping on y'all bitch ass niggas, huh? Bum ass niggas. I'm back for blood.
I've given up this time.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Hi.
We taking no.
Hey. I'm high. Yeah, high. Slap store. The entertain gang. I'm higher than the sky. Stoned out. Higher than the sky. Stoned out. High. Higher than the sky. Yeah. High. Higher than
I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up.
Vicious V, yeah. I'm super stoned out. I like that thing moist, not super dry. That's what you don't do. What you concentrate, that's what you won't do. Stoned out, blowing clouds out the sunroof. Tell her to back it up and move it slow. And what she did, backed it up to move it slow. Forgot her name, so I nicknamed her Jane Doe. All I knew was that she stayed in Palo Alto. Now I can be your weed man, how you stone like granny. You want the planet, sitting on Neptune famished. We young, living wild and free, that's what we're saying. I'm getting money, the real Cali Rich City. The north side makes me coming from the nitty gritty. Don't talk about my city, real rich. I take the blunt, hold it in, don't even exhale. How you feeling good like an
stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up.
Yeah, I think I'm stoned out. I'm chilling with my nigga Slap Star in the trap house. Smoking on zips and the purple got me open. Sipping on the lean, got me leaning sideways. Now I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up. My nigga handed me the bong, I'm about to toke it up. Steady smoking all day, steady smoking in my dream. True stoners really know what I mean. Always on my trippy shit, Mary Jane got the benefits. Easy mind and relax yourself, feel like you on cloud. Not Mary Jane be the reason why I stay high. To elevate my mind, fly ENT, forever living young. Living young, living young, living young, living young. I said fly ENT, forever living young. Living young, living young. Shut it down.
I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up.
Mama call a doctor, I think I need a fix. Do the stay stone, these other niggas shit bricks. Tell Mary Jane, put a pussy on my lips. I get money out of ass, yeah, I'm on the shit list. Red cup sipper like a big booty stripper. And if we talking money, see, baby, that's where we differ. Real nigga, and if she let me hit it, I'ma split it like a swisher. Now roll up, I'm smoking J's, getting paid from the gloom state. I'm too high anyway, so I let him hate. 28 grams on my dinner plate. I feature bitch dick and Mary Jane. I slip and it fall in the pussy, I can't get up. I'm like a nanny with these cookies, I bake shit up. No role model, just a Rolling Stone blowing clones. Kids, don't try this at home.
I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up. I'm stoned out and I can't get up. I'm slipping and falling and I can't get up.
Just left the mall, I done blew a little change. Flexing with my dogs, I done blew a little change. Fell up in the club, we done blow a little change. Fucking with the strippers, I done blow a little change. Ain't fucked up about it, man, it's just a little change. He be here tomorrow night and do the same thing. When you get money, man, you blow a little change. Blow a little change, nigga, blow a little change. Just left the mall, bought a new rolling. like an orphan, handing out pussy proportions. But I heard that pussy was scorching. Yeah, we blowing the change, but it's only for cleaning the gorgeous. Bro, niggas couldn't afford this, nigga. Just left the mall, I done blew a little change. Flexing with my dogs, I done blew a little change. Fell up in the club, we done blow a little change. Fucking with the strippers, I done blow a little change. Ain't fucked up about it, man, it's just a little change. He be here tomorrow night and do the same thing. When you get money, man, you blow a little change. Blow a little change, nigga, blow a little change.
Blow hundreds and fifties and blow it on bitches with ass with cities. It's just a little change, I'm making it back and do it again. I'm Chris, rush hour 2, I'll take you and you. Blow a little change, for a few bucks you'll do some strings. And shawty, yo, she make that ass drop. I done fuck your bitch, purple flip. I do you like Hakeem and make it drip, drop. And I just left them all and blew a guap. Rich nigga, money small, money's getting big. Rich traction, holla when you see a nigga. Ayy. Part of the weekend, money come back, we business. Day and night, with that work, 24-hour fitness. Hey.
Just left the mall, I done blew a little change. Flexing with my dogs, I done blew a little change. Fell up in the club, we done blow a little change. Fucking with the strippers, I done blow a little change. Ain't fucked up about it, man, it's just a little change. He be here tomorrow night and do the same thing. When you get money, man, you blow a little change. Blow a little change, nigga, blow a little change.
Give a fuck about no bands, bitch, I blow it. Brought a little change for the strippers, I'ma throw it. I pull out a stack and tell it, bust it open, throw it. So many bills, couple turn up, wrist swollen. I just bought a whip to get some head in. Then I caught your bitch a Gucci headband. Hundreds ain't shit but a bunch of dead men. But fuck it with my money, you a dead man. Pull up in something you never seen. Dollars on dollars got hella green. Dogging these niggas, no pedigree. Rich City, we the new money team.
Just left the mall, I done blew a little change. Flexing with my dogs, I done blew a little change. Fell up in the club, we done blow a little change. Fucking with the strippers, I done blow a little change. Ain't fucked up about it, man, it's just a little change. He be here tomorrow night and do the same thing. When you get money, man, you blow a little change. Blow a little change, nigga, blow a little change.
God damn. That's how we kicking it off. I know y'all probably like, V, that's how you kicking it off, man. That's how you kicking it off for the weekend show. Hell yeah, man. You know, shout out my boy GC, man, on that one, man. Shout out my cousin JT Swagger, too, man. That track, man, I forgot about that track. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's on that Real Richmond 1, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feeling the music, man? Just tap in, man. I'm on all digital platforms. You feel me? Just look up Vicious V. That's off that Real Richmond 1 project, so make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, what's going on, everybody, man? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be over the weekend, man. We finna get it cracking, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's been a crazy week. I know I tapped in with y'all a couple and everything. I said I wasn't going to try to stream this weekend because of the storm. You know, it's kind of storming out here a little bit in the Bay. So I was like, I don't know how my connection going to be. So connection might be funky. It might not be. But we'll see. Like I said, man, we going to just push through it. So y'all just got to bear with me on that. If, you know, anything goes wrong with the stream, stuff like that. Like I said, it's storming out here. Everything going to be kind of crazy. And if y'all is tuning in from out here, from the Bay, stay safe out there, man, you know, because a lot of people can't drive in the rain, man. A lot of cases, it's funny, man, I was talking with a colleague, and we was talking about that, you know, because I think she's from, like, Idaho or somewhere, like, more Midwest, and she was like, you know, all these like severe weather warning signs up here and reminding people to drive. It's like everybody out here in California just like it's like a bunch of softies, you know. And I was like, well, yeah. I said, you know, when we so-called had 10 years, you know, of a drought, I guess people forgot it rained in California. You know, people forgot it snows in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? And you know, especially like it's bad rain. It ain't just no light rain. It's like it rains pretty bad. It thunders and lightnings. Like it's like people just forgot. So when they drive out here on the road, they still want to go 80, 90, 100 miles an hour in the rain like some goofies. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well, a lot of y'all don't put, you know, make sure y'all keep that maintenance up on y'all tires. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't make sure you get your tires balanced and rotated. You feel me? You know, but you want to drive 80, 90 miles an hour in the rain, you feel me, on some bald tires, you know, and do stupid stuff. So I'm like, yeah, cats don't know how to drive out here, you know what I'm saying? So just be safe out there, y'all. If y'all is out here, don't do stupid stuff in the rain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. Yeah. But other than that, what else I gotta say? Oh man, some housekeeping, man. Let's do some housekeeping, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Empire Builders platform. We going up. I got hella content uploaded on that thing. We just gonna be releasing it accordingly. So make sure y'all tap into the Empire Builders. The link to that is in the description. Subscribe to that channel. Make sure y'all get on the Discord too. Link to that is also in the description. And also what's in the description is that Real Richmond, you feel me? Make sure y'all cop that Real Richmond merch, that Real Bay merch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be from the hood to support. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just supporting for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get a pass. If y'all, anybody who gets cop some Real Richmond or some Real Bay merch, and even though you not from out here in the section, it's okay. You get a pass because you rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? You rocking with me. You know? It's only one. That's all I'm going to say. It's only one. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all cop that, man. Check out the website, man. I'm actually thinking about revamping the whole line, the whole Real Richmond line. You know, just to kind of keep that rooted and grounded for the people. And then, you know, I also got some future things that I'm looking to do as well when it comes to stepping into the high-end fashion market. So just stay tuned for that. That right there is gonna be yeah. When y'all see it, yeah, y'all gonna know. You feel me? Y'all gonna know. So yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get it in. Y'all see what we got. We got Candice Owens. I guess Candice Owens is doing a whole little black media run. You know what I'm saying? She trying to pretty much clear her name, all this stuff, because we already know how Candice Owens has just been targeted by these ninjas. And, you know, real black people understand Candice Owens' positions, you know, and people got to understand, you might not agree with somebody 100% on every single thing that they say or do, but when they speak facts, you listen and you acknowledge that, right? And you dismiss all the BS, but, you know, you got too many people in today's society that just, you know, they sat there and hear one thing, and 9 times out of 10, it's probably some out of context, and it's just, I dismiss everything that this person says or does. It's just, that's just pure ignorance, and it's a shame that we got a bunch of old people, supposed to be old, seasoned, you know, kind of got a better understanding about life. They just stuck to their ways, and refuse to grow, refuse to open themselves up, be open-minded, and at least hear a different perspective, welcome a different perspective into the conversation. And I feel like Candice Owens is that. So we finna tap in and see what she was talking about with her being on a Joe Budden podcast, and you know she got a few other black media things lined up. So we finna chop it up. I mean, we finna tap in and see what that's all about. And of course, we all know my boy Trump DZ out here killing it, you know what I'm saying, in the primary space, you know what I'm saying. He just killed it in Michigan at even a more broader, wider lead than before when it comes to Nikki Haley. And Nikki Haley, she just, you know, I think Nikki Haley is the reason why America it would be hard for a woman to become president. or come close, because just some of the stuff that we see Nikki Haley do, it's like, see, this is the problem. This is an example of the reason why. And then we got Auntie Cam. I guess today marks the anniversary for Bloody Sunday during the Civil Rights Movement. So we finna tap in with that, and I'm gonna give y'all, the whole history behind it and yada yada once we get to the segment. But I guess Auntie Cam's out there, once again trying to pander to black people. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, when she wants to pander to black people, she trying to make sure she pull out all her little tricks, all her, I went to an HBCU, I went to this, I'm doing that, I'm going, but then when she done, now all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm not really black, I'm, this and that, I'm every other thing but black, right? So we finna tap in and see about a lot of that. And then I got just a couple other more stuff I'm gonna tap in with you guys on. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and get to the next theme of the show, which is X Trends, which is part of the show where we go ahead and see what's on X, formerly known as Twitter, and pretty much to see what's trending right now, and we gonna do pretty much like a quick reaction to it, and then I might throw some IG stuff in there as well, which is one crazy one I do want to react to. This is gonna be wild. Let me see if I can get on it. I sent this to my girl earlier today too, and I was like, man, this might need to be an Empire Builders topic, but I gotta bring it to y'all. This is crazy with Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle just dropped out. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it before I tap into the next screen. Yeah, see, I gotta. Hold up. Y'all lying. Hold up. Okay, I knew. Okay, I was gonna say. All right, let me see if I can send it to myself real quick. Hold on, y'all. I didn't send it on this page. No. We don't want that. Then what we want, and then we want that right here, and then we want this, and then I'm gonna send it right here, and then we good. Oh, damn it. Did I mess up anything? No. Okay, cool. All right, I just sent it to myself, so hold on real quick. Boom, there it is. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch. I want y'all to check this out right here. So Patti LaBelle has frozen dinners in Walmart. Did y'all even know that? Patti LaBelle killing it right now. I'm not gonna knock her for doing her thing, right? She started with them patty pies, right? You know what I'm saying? And Homeboy pretty much had her go viral by how he was reacting to them patty pies, which was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Patti LaBelle's pies should be like bare minimum, right? If you just like, man, I ain't trying to go too crazy on my sweet potato pies or whatever. Like how Patti LaBelle's pies taste, I feel like that is now the bare minimum. If your pie, if Patti LaBelle pie tastes better than your pie, you have a problem, right? At minimum, your pies should be tasting how Patti LaBelle pies taste, if not more. If it don't, you got a problem. Fellas, if your girl pie tastes nothing like Patti LaBelle's and it's far from Patti LaBelle's, yeah, you might have to, she gonna have to be for the streets. Plain and simple. She gonna have to be for the streets. You gotta move on, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move on. I'm just saying. Same thing with our cobblers, right? Patti LaBelle cobblers, peach cobblers, apple cobblers, berry cobblers, bare minimum. If she outdoing y'all on y'all desserts, on y'all cobblers and pies, yeah, that ain't it, man. That ain't it, bro. But she got frozen dinners. Homeboy, shout out S. Johnson Voiceovers. He did a little reaction to it. I saw it. I was like, dang, this is crazy. His reaction was dope. So shout out to him. And let's go ahead and play it.
Our meat activities here. Patti LaBelle has a series of frozen dinners: chicken and waffles, macaroni and cheese, glazed sweet potatoes. First off, the glazed sweet potatoes. A little bit of spooge on them, you know what I mean? All I really taste is syrup. I mean, they're really sweet. There's nothing to really kind of break them up. I want some like lemon juice in there or something. A little citrus just to kind of like wake your ass up a bit. I'm not really getting any kind of nutmeg, no cinnamon. I'm not digging that at all. Next, we're going to try the chicken and waffles. It's chicken tenders and waffles. You put this in the oven for 45 minutes. The whole thing, right? You see what happened? Patty. Damn, Patty. So with everything being cooked at the same exact time, the waffles have gotten burned to high hell. They're as dark as me. One single tender. Dry. There should have been a better cooking method. Very lightly seasoned. I taste garlic, salt, pepper. That's about it. That waffle is terrible. That was like you bite some like kneecap.
My thing was, where the syrup at? I mean, if I got chicken and waffles, I mean, Patty, you ain't throw no syrup up in there, Patty. Come on now, like what better way to eat chicken and waffles than with some syrup? Where the syrup at, Patty?
Something. Patty, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. The chicken tenders are school cafeteria lunch. The waffles are school cafeteria breakfast. Lastly, we got Patty's macaroni and cheese. You take the first bite, 'cause I'm not sure if I want it. Patty, I don't know why I ever doubted you. I was just playing, girl. This is creamy, well seasoned. It's buttery. Mozzarella cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, Munster cheese, white cheddar. Like, it doesn't seem like they used the best quality noodle. Motherfucker skimped on that, I guess. But the flavor's there. This is the only edible thing. These nuggets and pastries, whatever the fuck this is here, I wouldn't feed this to my neighbor's dog. So we got some big...
Well, there it is. I mean, I'm curious. Yeah, I'm the chicken and waffles. Yeah, y'all might as well miss me with that. You feel me? But I say if I do go to Walmart, I will try her yams, and I'm gonna try the mac and cheese. Right? Once again, I'm gonna see if Patti LaBelle is gonna set a new minimum standard when it comes to candy yams and mac and cheese. Chicken and waffles, I mean, yeah, just by how that looked, that's a turnoff. And like I said, if she got syrup on the box, where the syrup at, Patty? Unless he left out the syrup. Maybe he left out the syrup. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the benefit of the doubt. Patty may have included syrup in chicken and waffles. If she don't, I don't know why, Patty. You gonna need to go ahead and talk to your team and include some syrup or something. Do a contract with Aunt Jemima or something and get some syrup packets in that chicken and waffle dinner. But yeah, if her mac and cheese and yams, I believe if he likes the mac and cheese, I'm like, okay. I mean, mozzarella and mac and cheese, I don't know. I mean, you know, if y'all cook mac and cheese with mozzarella, y'all let me know. My family, we never did. You feel me? I mean, we always had a thing about, you know, if we gonna get real fancy, we'll do like 5 different cheeses. You feel me? So, you know, I'm like, my 5, we'll do like sharp cheddar, medium cheddar, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, and then we might do either extra sharp, or we'll try to do something maybe like pepper jack if we want to kind of throw a little spiciness up in it, right? Just the simple ones. But me, I pretty much just do 3. If it's like, man, I ain't trying to go all out crazy, do 5 different cheeses and all that stuff. I'm like, man, I'm just using medium cheddar, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack. That's it. Or sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, whichever ones, right? I'm good. But yeah, that with having mozzarella and Munster and all that extra stuff, I'm like, you know, but hey, everybody kind of does it different, you know, because, you know, that Munster cheese kind of add that little funk to it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Patty may have a new minimum standard for dinner, so we finna try it out, and we just gonna see, because, once again, ladies, if y'all ain't over here, if Patti LaBelle stuff tastes better, y'all, like I said, and it's no shade on Patty. Patty doing her thing. It's not to say all her stuff is nasty or whatever. It's just, like I said, it's just the bare minimum, right? It's the bare minimum. I mean, it's almost like eating Stouffer's, right? If you get the Stouffer's lasagna, okay, yo lasagna better taste better than Stouffer's, right? Like, It better taste better than if Stouffer's lasagna or enchiladas or what else Stouffer's got? They got what? Meatloaf, right? If Stouffer's tastes better than your stuff, you got a problem. Plain and simple, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Patty May got a new minimum when it comes to our food. So we gonna definitely check in and see later on that. But all right, let's go ahead and check in on X and see what's going on. What the hell these hoes is doing? 2 teenage girls got arrested for damaging the sand sculpture at Royal. Oh yeah, you hoes is going to jail. What's your big fat? I know this hoe ain't hopped her big blueberry oompa loompa looking ass over the thing and almost busted her shit though. Look at her. Boy, I tell you. Anyway, let's look at what's trending. Hamas, so what's going on at Hamas, right? I really don't like to touch on, Hamas and Israel and all that stuff anymore because it's all just misinformation. It's all BS, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how, you get a lot of these people that was especially during the pandemic, who was hollering how, oh, misinformation, disinformation, this, all that stuff. And when it comes to an issue that they support and a cause that they support, a lot of these people are the ones that's over here spreading the misinformation, right? Anything to paint the bad picture on something that they are in opposition of, they going to go ahead and put it out there, spread it. They not going to come with a more common sense, mindset and say, oh, dang, did this really happen the way that, no, they're just going to go ahead and repost it and say, see, Israel bad. It's just stupidity. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why I kind of been like, not tripping on it, because I'm like, man, 9 times out of 10, when I see something that's going on with Israel and Gaza, it's 9 times out of 10, I'm looking at it like, man, this is probably misleading. I mean, just like, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Like right here, let's see. A truck raided in Gaza after losing control and falling off the road, possibly caused by the mob, threw stones at the driver. It's not that the aid is not entering Gaza. It's the total failure of local distribution. Red, Hamas stealing it all. Okay. So, let me see. New dolls arrived in Gaza to make propaganda. Hamas terrorists must be eliminated and destroyed. What the hell? See, this is what I'm saying. They look real or not?
شهرين لسه شهرين
Like, I don't know. Right? I don't know. Proof number 7284. Hamas use of ambulance for terrorist purposes. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, all this is just Hamas terrorists threw a grenade where a Jewish woman was hiding. They dragged her out and shot her in the head. See, it's too much. You feel me? Like, y'all feel what I'm saying? It's like we don't know. But like I said, people. I mean, I don't know if this was a doll or not in this video right here. But we don't know. But people will sit there and just think that's probably the real thing and be like, oh my God, look, see what they, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm taking a whole step back from this whole Israel Gaza situation. You feel me? If y'all really want this Israel and Gaza shit stopped, y'all know who to vote for. Plain and simple. One person already said that they would end it, all this stuff, and hey. Let's see, when Sunchiro Tacho, she came to the Novi Music Fest to have fun. She was raped and killed October 7th by Hamas terrorists. It should be something. Okay, got you. Oh, is this Cam? Yeah, we gonna work on that later. Talk about that later. Let's see, a Hamas rally at a Jewish synagogue north of Toronto. At 17-second, a mass protester hits a cop. They arrest her, but other thugs swarm police, obstruct the police from the free. It's the work in Canada now. I got you. All right, well, I'm gonna move on from that, man. Like I said, how I feel about this whole Hamas situation, yeah, it's crazy. But what's going on with Moscow? Let's see. In Moscow, Russian Nazi assaulted a Chechen security guard, and this what came of it. Oh shit, boy! Oh, that police was not playing. Man, what's up with our police, man? This is Moscow. What do you notice? Hey, they got some bad little, got bad little Russian hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Little Russian bras out there, boy. Man, what y'all think, man? Look, man, look at them little Russian, boy. Heck yeah. Russian still counts as Asian too. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I told y'all, man, Asian girls is my weakness. Russian counts as Asian. You feel me? They're in the continent of Asia. You feel me? So it counts. But I don't know what the hell they're saying with you. This is my stuff. What do you notice? Can you see? I don't know. What can I see? What am I noticing? What we trying to spot out besides some badass Russian hoes? I don't know what we supposed to spot out. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all see something? I don't know. Oh no. Let's see. Tucker Carlson confirms he met with Edward Snowden in Moscow, but he did not interview with him. Oh shit! What?
Government intensely surveilled by the U.S. government, and this came out. They admitted it. The NSA admitted it a couple of years ago that they were up in my Signal account, and then they leaked it to the New York Times. They did that again before I left, and I know that because two New York Times reporters, one of whom I actually like.
Oh, maybe this is as 20,000 NATO troops gather in Romania, close to the Ukrainian border, and NATO countries sign defense agreements with Kiev. We are dangerously close to an unprecedented conflict. Peace is a dirty word in Brussels and Washington. Here's the update from Moscow. Okay, what's going on in
Ukraine is going exceptionally badly for Ukraine. Sadly, huge amounts of people are dying in the conflict. The Ukrainian military has suffered a terribly significant strategic defeat in Avdiivka, a fortress city that has been fortified by the Ukrainian army with NATO assistance since 2014, basically. A big regional fortress which is very close to Donetsk, the main city that dissented from the post-Maidan government after the coup in 2014. Now, with the fall of Avdiivka and numerous other small settlements in the last number of days, we're starting to see a panic almost in the West at the realization of several things. Firstly, and most importantly, is the reality that the Ukrainian military cannot defeat the Russian army. Most independent, objective analysts with any kind of education in warfare studies knew this, other than those on the payrolls of the think tanks in the West. The BBC, Sky News, ITN, all these ex-British officers who never fought anybody other than a couple of farmers in Afghanistan who beat them in the end, believed that Ukraine could actually win this war, whatever winning this war means, in the context of what's actually happening there. But now it's patently obvious. It's indefensible. They can't even...
It's like a 13-minute video. I thought it was going to be a couple minutes, but I guess, even that whole situation when it comes to NATO and what's going on in NATO is really, this is kind of getting crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's very hard to find overweight people, women dressed in feminist way. Meanwhile, 75% of Americans are overweight or obese because mainstream American food is very toxic. Oh, got you. Maybe, okay, I guess maybe that's what they was trying to say. Damn, I guess I do see. Shit, they is all kind of doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Nexus for following. Appreciate it. I guess that's what's going on. What y'all think, man? Look, this is something I think that has been like an issue out here in America. It really is our food. It's something that I think about I mean, I hear a lot of people say like when they go to like then, or just Europe period, like, know, they can eat like that they eat the same amount that they eat out here in America, they won't gain as much weight or they won't have as too much health problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all heard, people that traveled outside the country and how they talk about like how, people like, I mean, even Italy, right? People eat pasta, wine every day and all this stuff. And it's like, they good. But what's going on out here in America? Like, it's always been issues with our food out here. And I think we really need to change something about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this whole issue with the food and the healthcare system pretty much marrying together and, making us more fat, putting all these preservatives, all these chemicals in our foods, making us more unhealthy to where we got to rely on healthcare, stuff like that. It's crazy. Next, you say you French. Yeah, man. So how is it out there in France as far as food wise as compared to out here in America? Like, what you think? Because yeah, like, I mean, it's something out here in America that I think we really dropping the ball out. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to our food. But all right, I'm moving on. That's your X trends. Let's go ahead and move on to Candice Owens. YouTube. Let's see. All right, so we're going to tap into Candice Owens. I think she did it on her show. Candice Owens, Joe Budden interview. All right. So, is this it right here? Let me see if this is it.
But a question I always get is, Candice, why don't you go on other black media?
Oh, yeah, this is it right here. All right. So, Candice Owens, like I said, she's pretty much on her tour about black-owned media. She just did do a podcast with Joe Budden. That's probably not going to air. And so, yeah. Yo, Nexus, what's up, man? You say you have a question. What you got, man? What's up? So let's tap into this video real quick. I'm going to go ahead and let the ads play out real quick. But, yeah, like I said, let's see what she got to say about this tour that she's doing. And hopefully, this could be a good sign as far as for her. And maybe just for, like I said, just us black people coming together no matter what kind of views we have and being able to have a conversation at least, right? So let's see what she got to say.
History Month. And a question I always get is, Candice, why don't you go on other black media podcasts? And I have answered this question so many times. The answer is because I never get invited. There's no conspiracy here. If there is a conspiracy, it's on the end of black media, not for me. I would love to join any black radio show, black podcast. So I was so excited when I actually got invited. So cool. Joe Budden, he is an entertainer. He also has a podcast, was talking about, he actually named the episode Hopocalypse after seeing what I had to say about Ariana Grande, who is very ill. She needs to go to a Ho clinic.
Next, you say you have to play some French music to some Americans. Can you help me? I don't know no damn French music, bro. I ain't French, bro. I don't know what you mean. I have to play French music to some Americans. Yeah, I don't know no French music, bro. Like, I mean, if you trying to like play some American music but with a French twist, I mean, maybe I could help you with that, but I don't know, man. I'm the wrong one, man. I'm the wrong one. I ain't, what I'm saying? I can't help you with that on that one. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm willing to sponsor that trip. I care about Ariana Grande. And Joe Budden on his show, episode 693, had this to say. Take a listen.
I feel so bad, y'all. I really do feel bad that one of my new favorite people is Candice Owens. Not politically. I had to clear that up.
But when she cuts that off and is just a girl, she is the funniest person on the planet. By far. She's
send me the music then, bro. Like if you got it on an MP3 or something, just send it to me. Send it to Slapstar Entertainment 510 at Gmail. That's Slap SLAP Star STAR Entertainment 510 at Gmail. And I'll go ahead and tap in and listen to it.
political Azalea Banks.
The hope-apocalypse that we are facing, it's amazing to follow these women and the way that they think. And chief among them right now is Ariana Grande.
Chief among them.
I actually think that she suffers from some random hoe disorder where she actually likes it when a man is taken. She's like, I like that. I want to just, I need that. Like she's just turned on by it in a weird way. She didn't care that he was ugly, nothing. She just said, I want to break up this family.
Candice Owens.
I'm on adoption.
If you
And you better have meant it because I was watching. I'm watching. I just watched it again. Actually, I think I've watched it now about 3 times, and I'm going to take you up on your offer publicly. So now you can't do anything squirmish. You can't be like, oh, no, I'm not going to have you. I will definitively join your podcast, and we can talk. And one of the things we're going to talk about is why every time any person in black media or any black commenter on the internet agrees with me, they always have to do that thing in the beginning. Oh, I just want to be clear. I don't agree with her politically. I don't think I agree with her politically. I don't get it. It's like a weird prayer that you have to say so that you'll still be accepted by black people and you're still allowed to comment on black issues as long as you say that you don't agree with Candice Owens. I'd like to know what it is that you don't agree with when it comes to my politics.
Yeah, I think that's a real big issue when it comes to us as black people. I hate when, and maybe this is, with all other races, if anybody else, is, any other race than black that's listening, please tap in. I'm real curious. But when it comes to a lot of black people, I feel like people think black is some type of ideology. Like it's like a religion or something. Like, being black isn't literally the color of my goddamn skin, bro, and you know what I'm saying, and my ancestral roots, like where we come from, right? Like it's like, oh, if you ain't agreeing, with the collective or with, the overwhelming majority, right? If you ain't making potato salad a certain way, or you ain't cooking barbecue a certain way, or if you don't, think this way, a certain way, then you ain't black, right? I mean, kind of similar to what Joe Biden was saying. If you ain't voting for me, then you ain't black. Like, I hate that. It's like, bro, me being black doesn't mean I only think one way. Like, bro, we're not like monolithic, bro. Like, we're not just all thinking one way. That's it. Like, all black people do is think one way when it comes to crime and the justice system, or when it comes to, the economy, right? Like, oh, we all don't think about, trying to elevate our own businesses, or, we just all want to be in the hood and the ghetto, you know what I'm saying, on Section 8 welfare all day. Like, no. And that's in cold part, that's not even majority of black people, right? But for some odd reason, or just with this trash culture, if we are not embracing the trash culture, right, these love and hip hop hoes, and what these rappers is doing and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, or toxic relationships, then we're not black. If we speak out against all that, then we're not black, right? It's mind-boggling. So I don't know if y'all and other races, like if y'all deal with that too. Like, is there something like, oh, like if you don't do certain things, you're not Asian, or if you don't do certain things or think a certain way, you're not Mexican, you're not Latino. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm curious because it's crazy how people like literally take a race of people and now it's like it's shifted from being this as a race, meaning our colors, our color, and as far as like our origin. And now all of a sudden it's like, no, it's just how you think now. Now it's if you're not thinking this way, then you're not this race. Then what the hell am I? You feel me? Like, it's crazy. So that's something that really, it really does kind of get me a little bit, because it's like, to me, it's just pure ignorance. I swear, it's pure ignorance and stupidity. And I think that's just a way maybe for those who embrace that trash culture, embrace being on a Democrat plantation, right? And want to say, oh, white people bad, Republicans bad, right? And oh, Democrats are good and they're our saviors, and they're the only way we're gonna ever elevate up in America and stuff like that. We're the good ones. You feel me? We over here, sticking to code, and it's just stupid, bro. Like, it really is stupidity. But I can't call it. But I mean, she got a point though. Like, why gotta be like a whole disclaimer? Like, well, that doesn't mean I agree with her politically. You ain't gotta agree with nobody politically on stuff. But look, when somebody's speaking some facts, let them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, I mess with her on that. I feel what she's saying. I mean, and that's the thing, because I hate when people say, if I agree with Trump, let's say I agree with Trump building a border wall. Oh, okay. Well, that means that you agree with Trump being on being xenophobic and all these new. What you mean? What you mean? I'm looking at what he's doing over here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm with that. Like, what the hell? You feel me? And like I said, that's the problem. Kind of like how I spoke earlier. It's like everybody is so much in their own bubble, in their own way of thinking, that they think that anybody who thinks differently on a certain topic or all this stuff, then it's like, that's like just a bad thing, right? It's like, that's wrong. So that means that you agree 100% with what the other side is talking about, right? Just because I agree and have some conservative values on one thing when it comes to taxes and businesses, stuff like that, that doesn't mean that I also agree with Republicans or some of these Republicans on the whole thing, like with abortion, right? It doesn't mean that I fully agree with that. You feel me? So I'm like, come on now, like, y'all just stupid.
Why everyone feels compelled to say that, which is why I am so happy to humbly accept your offer. I don't even know where you from. I will be there. I love it. Button and Candice. I love it. Joe and Cand talking about hoes and various other illnesses in our society. It'll be the first time, actually maybe the second time, because I do have.
She said Joe and Cand talking about hoes. Crazy.
Something else coming up that I have received an invite from Black Media. Hey guys, if you like this video, you will definitely like the full episode.
Hey, I think that would be a good show. I think, how Joe Budden runs his shows and, his personality. I believe him and Candice will, it'll be a good show. I really think so. Here go the other one. Okay, got you. This is the one she was saying she's having.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was putting pictures, 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa.
Got to ride a limousine with a chauffeur. That's where I'm at right now. That song really does still slap, you guys. Why am I playing it? Because, well, I told you, I am having the blackest week ever. And in that song, he talks about his mom, loves to show him off, smiles every time my face is up in the source. Well, guess what, guys? My face is up in the source. Check out these headlines. I've been just really trying to get into Black media and have them say something nice about me, and it happened. This first from the source. Candice Owens on Beyonce's country music. She's more country than Taylor Swift ever was. Next headline over here in Vibe. Candice Owens defends Beyonce, says she's more country than Taylor Swift. Yes, guys, 2 positive headlines, and we are celebrating because I also have a ton of media booked up. Look, this is a picture of me and Joe Budden yesterday. It actually happened. We sat down. I'm going to tell you about that discussion. I don't think it's going to air for another week, but I'm going to give you guys the scoop. But first, I want to also point to this moment because I do think that this is a sign that something bigger might be happening in Black media. I really do. I think that within Black America, people are starting to listen and to understand that our minds have been polluted. Really, to our own disadvantage. We have been protesting and looting because we have been lied to routinely. And a moment that recently happened was that Piers Morgan sat down with Charlemagne the God of the Breakfast Club.
I mean, I can halfway agree with her about Black people starting to wake up, but I don't think I think she's being very optimistic. I don't think that. And I had a debate about this with my girl yesterday. I think a poll came out that shows 70% of black people still support Joe Biden and still support pretty much, what the Democrats' agenda, pretty much, their agenda, right? Now, granted that, I believe when he was elected, I believe it was 80 or 85% of the black vote that went to him. So now, is that shifting? Yes, but I don't think it's on a massive shift, I feel, as it should be, right? You still got a lot of us that's just lost in the sauce still. Are some of us starting to wake up? Yes. Are we kind of starting to be more open to a different perspective? Yes, more of us are. But I still think a lot of people just need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us black people, we still got a lot of waking up to do. And once we do, we can really get to that bag. Just somebody like Don Peebles, right? Don Peebles is, he's, one of the richest black people in the country. He's, a black real estate developer, right? He's trying to build a skyscraper, a black-owned skyscraper in New York City, right? Liberal Democrat city, liberal Democrat state, all this stuff, and yet he's having more issues building this. He's facing all kind of barriers and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, on building that because of what that stands for, than him building something in Florida, right? Him building something in Texas. He's having far more issues getting things done in New York than any Republican ran state ever. Mind-boggling. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why a lot of black people keep just thinking when it comes to racism and all this stuff, we deal with more of it out here in liberal cities and states than y'all, a lot of black people in the South. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather somebody be open up front and tell me how they feel. That's cool. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You feel me? Than being in a closet, but you're showing me through action, showing me through the policies that you're passing how you really feel about me and my people, right? You smile in my face and try to act like you're appealing to me, right? Hillary Clinton goes on to show some hot sauce on the Breakfast Club, right? And all of a sudden it's, we supposed to get the black vote. Kamala Harris want to go on and sing Atomic Dog and Ricky Smiley's stupid self. Oh, she get my vote. She over here singing Atomic Dog. God, hot dog it. She get my vote. You feel me? It's just crazy. But back to what I was saying, Don Peebles is having issues dealing with that. And he said how the Democrats doing their policies, especially when it comes to taxing and all this regulations and all this stuff, it's hurting businesses. And if white-owned businesses are being hurt by it, just imagine how black-owned businesses are being hurt. We're going to be hurt a lot worse. But yet, black people keep supporting this. Black people keep supporting the agenda. 70% still supports the Democratic agenda. Why? You feel me? So, I don't know, Candice, but hey.
He just dropped some facts. It was a wonderful moment. Take a listen to it.
You mentioned Obama. So this is an interesting little question I always throw people. Interesting if you guys know the answer. How many illegal immigrants, did Barack Obama deport in his 8 years as president?
Oh, I don't know.
Have a guess.
No clue.
No clue. Interesting, right?
The
answer is over 3 million. Damn. He was known as deporter-in-chief by Mexicans.
Yes. And that was more than Trump did.
He deported way more than Trump.
I
He
read
deported way more pro rata than any president in history. Who dropped the most bombs in a calendar year in American history?
Oh, come on. President Barack Obama.
Barack Obama,
Yeah,
right? Including drone programs and so on, right? Who got elected in 08-09 on shutting down Guantanamo Bay? Because as a former lawyer, he believed it was an illegal institution.
President
Barack
Obama.
Obama. Yeah. What is still open today?
Guantanamo Bay.
Correct, right? I know that the general thing is Obama, angel, Trump, devil.
Right.
But if you actually apply the scrutiny that we give Trump, put it this way, if Trump had deported 3 million people, you think you guys wouldn't know that answer? Of course you would, right? Nobody knows that answer because nobody thought that way about Saint Barack.
I love that moment so much.
Pierce got a point. Pierce got a point. It's a lot of stuff that Barack Obama is doing, or has done, I should say. If it was to Trump, it would have been a bad thing, but nobody said anything. But matter of fact, that wasn't even highlighted on the news. It wasn't even reported on the news like that about all these people that's being deported and not let into the country under Barack Obama, right? The whole kids in cages, that was cages established, set up by Barack Obama. You didn't hear nothing about it until all of a sudden Trump started using it. Oh my God, he's putting kids in cages. You feel me? All them bombs being dropped on America, on people in the Middle East and all this stuff, heard crickets. Heard crickets. But like he said, if it was on Trump doing it, oh man, it would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. Y'all would have heard about it on the media. He would have been called all kind of racist stuff in the book. It's like I said, man. This is what's wrong with society today. Everybody feeds into the propaganda. Everybody feeds into the BS. Besides, and don't do their own research. You claim that you woke and that you know how corrupt and twisted America and the system is and all this stuff and the businesses and all this stuff. You claim that you woke and you know it, but yet you give into it every time. You still allow that media to mold your mind and your mindset and to move you towards a direction every time. Just like these climate activist people. All these climate people out here trying to protest, block roads, do all kind of stupid stuff, willing to die, get ran over for what? For a stupid cause. Because they believe they've been molded to believe that the planet is dying and we're destroying the planet. And to them, we got to save the planet so our kids can have a good planet to live on. Right? Climate change, oh my God. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, see, y'all just don't understand. Do y'all know the world was in an ice age? Do y'all even know the world was not only in an ice age one time, the world was in an ice age 5 times in the past? So you mean to tell me we don't have all these, back then it wasn't no greenhouse gases, it wasn't all this stuff. You mean to tell me it was climate change going on back then? Do y'all know the Sahara Desert in Africa was once like a big, huge lake or forest or something like that? Did y'all know that? Now it's a dried up desert? Climate change happens all the time. There are people back in the day, civilizations and tribes and villages back in the day that once settled on this part of land, had flowing rivers, had food, had all kind of stuff. All of a sudden the rivers dried up. Plants start dying. What did they do? They had to migrate. They had to go find new settlement, new places to settle. The land was no longer good for them no more. Granted, they probably was like, oh, the gods are mad at us, we gotta, but it's like, that's how the world works. It wasn't no it wasn't no northern ice caps and all that stuff back then. Now all of a sudden there was. So it's like, y'all don't understand, like, yeah, now are we still like, with these gases and stuff, are we accelerating the way that, the earth is kind of doing? Yes, I will agree with that. However, as we see, the earth always has a way of balancing itself out. So if it means, hey, all right,
the earth, I have to balance this one section out because, right, let's say the Amazon forest is getting destroyed, and, you know, that's one of the biggest areas where, you know, it captures all of the carbon and all those gases, you know, to make the air, you know, clean for the earth. Okay, well, if the earth is kind of seeing or having an issue, okay, well, what do I got to do? Well, I got to go ahead and balance this out and clean the air. So, yeah, more storms, more this, more that, right? Do y'all know that the world cannot get overpopulated? There's always going to be a regulation to where the world is not going to get overly populated. And people, you know, we can go down conspiracy theories with Bill Gates and population control through that and all that stuff. But also the earth does it as well. There's always going to be something going on that's going to regulate to make sure the balance is not thrown off. Always. But you don't want to hear that. Instead, you want to hear people like Gavin Newsom and all these other idiots tell y'all, no, it's climate change. It's because of oil and all this extra stuff. This is why we need to switch to renewables. Y'all don't understand it. It's all a propaganda thing. Because they know, especially a lot of these Democrats, they know that in order for their businesses, these new industries that they're trying to create, in order for it to take off, where they got their buddies in position starting these businesses, and they got these their buddies over here, they're passing laws on behalf of their buddies who's in the solar industry and all this stuff. In order for them to make money, they got to pass policies. Why you think out here in California, it's now a policy, a law, that if any new building housing goes up, it has to have solar panels. But they can't tell you that, oh, it's because of their buddy over here. They got in and started a solar panel business, right? Obama and them created a whole solar panel industry that collapsed. But the only way for them to prop it up is, well, we got to start passing policy that requires solar panels. We got to start giving out more incentives, right? We got to hike up electricity bills artificially so that way we can motivate people to get solar. It's all policy. But they can't tell y'all that. They just can't flat out. It's pretty much out there. Y'all just don't want to pay attention. But instead of y'all looking at it and approaching it from a neutral perspective or from a common sense standpoint, easily doing simple math, easily putting two and two together, y'all just want to buy into the propaganda that the news say feed y'all. But y'all claim y'all so woke, though. Crazy, right? But let me play a little bit of Candice Owens, and then we gonna move on.
A lot of reasons. First and foremost, the fact that they are open to hearing it, right? Because you have certain people within Black America that are just deemed untouchable, and for whatever reason, Barack Obama is, which means that the media and their celebration of Obama, oh, he's so wonderful because he speaks well, was able to cast a spell. That's the truth. Cast a spell on Black America, made us believe that this was a champion for our rights. Meanwhile, there has never been a president that has dropped more bombs on Black and brown people in the Middle East. That is just a fact, and it's something that makes people uncomfortable. Yes, it is a fact that he deported over 3 million people. And yet when Donald Trump said, I'm just going to build the wall, we're not even going to talk about deportation, people freaked out, called him racist, called him xenophobic. And it was really interesting for me to have sat down with Joe Budden yesterday. I honestly think our interview went on for 3 hours to really sort of get into that consciousness. What is it that makes you so angry when you see a Black Trump supporter? Because that is the source of all of the hatred for me in Black America. How dare you support Donald Trump when the media told us that he was bad? How dare you not say great things about Obama when the media told us that he was great? And to go through that process and to recognize this alarming paradox within Black America that we are the most politically incorrect individuals, if you just want to assess our culture and our music. And yet when it comes to politics, we demand political correctness. We demand to be lied to. And I said that to Joe Budden when he said, oh, even if that's true regarding a situation pertaining to Donald Trump, even if that's true, he shouldn't say it. I pressed him on that. I said, so what are you saying? Are you...
All right, so shout outs to her. I do look forward to that Joe Budden podcast episode, so I'm going to definitely look out for that. Like I said, man, I welcome I welcome all perspectives, even if I'm wrong. I mean, we could talk it out, but see, that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to talk it out. A lot of people don't want to welcome outside perspectives. I mean, and it's a proven fact. Even if you're somebody who's starting a business, I mean, this is something that I'm going to talk about on Empire Builders. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. Link is in the description. But I'm going to talk about that. Like, you got to, when it comes to starting a business, you're building an empire, you're trying to grow something, you're trying to establish something, whether it's you're trying to establish a community, whatever it is, right? You got to be open to a different perspective and somebody who may think differently than you. Because, I mean, we all heard this saying, if everybody thinks like you, the world is not going to be any better. The world will probably be worse. And it's facts. But see, this is when you got these elites, especially these liberal Democrat elites. They over here literally are trying to make the world just like how they want to make it, and thinking how they think is for the good of the world, and it's not. I mean, that's pretty much what happened in China, right? Tucker Carlson did an interview with somebody, y'all can go check that out, of an Asian woman who grew up and saw the difference in the culture changes from old China to the new communist China. And it was by one person. One person said, hey, this is what we need. This is what we're going to have to do to bring, to build up China. And, I feel China would get ahead and do this if we embrace this type of culture, this type of government style, yada, yada. And one single person, he did. And it's the reason why China is how it is. But just think about how destructive the country was, and how many people died, and how many people was falsely in prison and all this stuff based on this cultural change and based on silencing somebody who thinks differently or who's going to offer a different perspective, right? It's crazy. So I feel like we black people, like, that's something that we need to hear that. We need to be more open to that. And we need to understand that, look, at least we can establish a foundation of common ground, right? We can, if it's us, building a business, a black-owned business, well, let's establish that foundation. Hey, we are here because we want to build a black-owned business, a multi-billion-dollar business, a Fortune 500 business. So, whatever, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, I don't care what it is. The foundation is we're trying to do this. So, based on for the good of the company, what do we got to do to make sure this grows? Everybody throw in their perspective. Everybody throw in it. Miss me with all the other BS. That's how it should be. You feel me? It should be just like that. But all right, let's go ahead and move on. So yeah, shouts out to her. Shouts out to Joe Budden. I hope a lot more other black-owned media. I hope she does go on Roland Martin. That would be a good one too. If she goes on Roland Martin, that would be very awesome. But I want to move on because I want to see what's going on with Kamala Harris real quick. We gonna jump on to her. Why'd I do X? Kamala Harris speech. So Kamala Harris is out here in Selma. On the anniversary, the 59th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, which was, one of the civil rights march, with John Lewis and all them. They marched across the bridge. They was met with officers, pretty much wasn't going to let them cross. People got shot, things like that. So before I get into it, let's go ahead. I pretty much gave y'all just a quick spiel, but I'm going to give y'all, the real history. So let's look up the history of Bloody Sunday, which was the Selma to Montgomery marches. So this is on the History Channel. So how Selma's Bloody Sunday became a turning point in the civil rights movement, right? Let's see. On March 7th, 1965, when then 25-year-old activist John Lewis led over 600 marchers across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, and faced brutal attacks by oncoming state troopers. Footage of the violence collectively shocked the nations and galvanized the fight against racial injustice. Right? The passage The passage of the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 months earlier had done little in some parts to the state to ensure African Americans of the basic right to vote. Perhaps no place was Jim Crow's grip tighter than in Dallas County, Alabama, where African Americans made up more than half of the population, yet accounted for just 2% of registered voters. For months of the efforts, the Student Nonviolent Coordination Committee registered black voters in the county seat of Selma had been thwarted in January 1965. Martin Luther King Jr. came to the city and gave the backing of the Southern Christian Leadership Council to the cause. Peaceful demonstrations in Selma and surrounding communities resulted in the arrest of thousands, including King, who wrote to the New York Times, "This is Selma, Alabama. There are more Negroes in jail with me than there are on the voting rolls." So, y'all could look up the rest of it, but pretty much that's what it was, right? So, this is pretty much the Edmunds Pettus Bridge. So this is, where they marched across and was pretty much met right here with a lot of state troopers. You know what I'm saying? They was met with a lot of, billy clubs, right? People shooting, stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, so pretty much she's over there speaking pretty much on that. So let's go ahead and go back, and we can hear her speech as my issue is why now, right? We haven't heard her come. What about the 58th anniversary? What about the 57th anniversary since they've been in office, right? Yeah, never mind that. But now that it's election season, right? It's an election year. Oh, now you want to come and do all these speeches and come visit and the bridge and all this stuff. It's just crazy. So let's see. No, this is Kamala Harris word solid. Yeah, no. Kamala Harris reigns. No, okay. I'll did the search speech on Bloody Sunday. There we go. Oh,
I used one.
Oh, okay, a year ago. Okay, well, look, I'm wrong. See, look, I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being outed. If I'm wrong, okay, I guess she did go last year. So, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's cool. But let's see. So this was 51 minutes ago. All right.
And all those in
so
between.
we gonna go straight to
I have the honor to introduce
okay, so I'm going straight to her.
the first woman and the first black woman to be the vice president of the United States. Give it up for Kamala Harris,
That thing said Jubilee in the background. Wow.
Can we give it up for Azalee? Oh, indeed, our hopes and dreams are alive and well. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Please have a seat. I'll tell you, when I listen to Azalee, I know the future of our country is bright. So it is so good to be back in Selma, and I want to say on behalf of the second gentleman and me, it is a privilege to be with so many extraordinary leaders, members of Congress, members of our administration.
My issue, though, this is my issue. Okay, if Kamala Harris went to the anniversary last year, as well as she's here this year for it, how come Joe Biden never came? Right? I mean, let's go back to when he was talking about, hey, if you voting, ain't voting for me, then you ain't black, you ain't this. It's mighty funny that he hardly, comes to a lot of black events. He hardly does a lot of, stand when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just throwing that out there. It's mighty funny though. It would seem like he would kind of like, hey, if I'm trying to, get the vote and all this stuff, I'm trying to, hey, I'm hitting Black History Month, I'm hitting up all the events or something. You know what I'm saying?
Good activist and dear friends. So before I begin today, I must address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. What we are seeing every day in Gaza is devastating. We have seen reports of families eating leaves or animal feed, women giving birth to malnourished babies with little or no medical care, and children dying from malnutrition and dehydration. As I have said many times, too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. Friday, the United States is committed to restore basic services at an immense scale of suffering in Gaza.
I'm skipping through this.
There must be an immediate ceasefire. Even so, they marched forward, but they were forced to retreat, and yet they would not be deterred, defeated, or denied. And they returned to this bridge while many were still bound in bandages because they knew what was on the other side. A promise of a future that was more equal, more just, and more free. And yes, they crossed this bridge. And in so doing, they also built a bridge. They brought together white Americans, black Americans, all sorts of Americans, and ministers and rabbis and members of SCLC and SNCC and folks of all ages and backgrounds. And less than 6 months later, the Voting Rights Act of 1964 was signed into law. The story of Selma, a story of our nation. Freedom is fundamental to the promise of America. Freedom is not to be given. It is not to be bestowed. It is ours by right. And the power behind the promise of freedom has always been in the faith of her people and our willingness to fight for freedom, be it on the fields of Gettysburg, in the schools of Little Rock, on the streets of Ferguson, and on this bridge right here in Selma. And today we know our fight for freedom is not over, because in this moment we are witnessing a full-on attack on hard-fought, hard-won freedoms, starting with the freedom that unlocks all others, the freedom to vote, the sacred freedom to vote. Today, in states across our nation, extremists pass laws to ban drop boxes, limit early voting, and restrict absentee ballots. In Georgia, extremists passed a law to even make it illegal to give people food and water for standing in line to exercise their civic duty and right to vote.
But yet, somehow, that equals voter suppression, right? I guess that's where she's trying to get on. Oh, black people is so lazy. We don't want to go ahead and go and stand and vote. We rather just drop it off at a drop box. We don't want to go have to mail it in. No, we don't want to mail it in. We too lazy for that. We want to go drop it off at a drop box. Right? Oh, we black people, we so lazy and all this stuff. We ain't gonna get out and vote unless it's gonna be some food there. Unless it's gonna be some food and waters and some drink. You feel me? Some sweet tea, some Kool-Aid, little fried chicken. Right? If y'all ain't got none of that, we ain't coming to vote. So by them saying nah, none of that, by them saying no, we understand ballot drop boxes, makes it easier for people to stuff the ballot drop box, which we seen plenty of evidence of that, right? They had a whole mayoral race. I forgot where it was, where it showed video of one of the incumbent mayor's aides coming with, I think she came with like 2 bags of ballots and dropped it all into a ballot drop-off box. Like, you feel me? But for some reason, and this is why I'm saying, like, black people need to wake up. We are being used to advance that agenda. They want to go ahead and have these ballot drop boxes, have all this stuff, and for some reason, they have to attack it onto us and say, oh, we are being denied the right to vote, or our votes are being suppressed because of this. And only way that this can not happen is if we pass a new bill, right? Which was, I think it's the George Floyd bill or something like that. I forgot what the hell it was, or John Lewis bill. Unless we pass this bill, this is how we're going to help. But it's like, it's not going to help us black people. It's not going to increase the black vote. But a lot of people just fall for that BS. But like I said, they just want to use us as the reasoning for it and get us on board. But once again, we're being misled. As always, we want to pay attention to the big headlines. We want to pay attention to how they try to make some kind of correlation with, black issues in their agenda. And then we just fall for it, but don't realize the devil's in the details. The devil's always in the details. That bill is going to have absolutely nothing to do with helping black people vote, right? Voter ID is racist. Yeah, we black people are just so lazy and stupid. We don't know how to go get IDs. Like, come on now. It's stupidity.
Ask the friends here, Rev, whatever happened to love thy neighbor? The hypocrisy abounds. And do notice, the governor of Georgia signed that law on the 56th anniversary of this very march. Across our nation, extremists attack the integrity of free and fair elections, causing a rise of threats and violence against poll workers. In the face of these assaults on the freedom to vote, and in honor of all those who crossed this bridge, President Biden and I will continue to demand that the United States Congress pass the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. The fight for freedom. Today in states across our nation, extremists propose and pass laws that attack the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body. Laws that would make no exception even for rape or incest. Here in Alabama, they attack the freedom to use IVF treatment. Women and couples denied the ability to fulfill their dream of having a child. And consider the irony. On the one hand, these extremists tell women they do not have the freedom to end an unwanted pregnancy. And on the other hand, these extremists tell women they do not have the freedom to start a family. Let us agree. One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree the government should not be telling her what to do with her body. The fight for
my bad. So she's talking about hypocrisy and saying how the government shouldn't be telling people what to do, especially women, to do with her body, but yet y'all are trying to tell us or push us to buying a certain car. Getting solar panels, right? Eating a certain way, dressing a certain, like, it's all kind of hypocrisy that they got going on, right, on their end too. It's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. People keep buying into this BS, but once again, y'all see how she already she was pushing those voting rights. So let's look at this. I'm so curious. Let's see. John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Let's look at this John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Let's look at this John Lewis. Let's see. Okay, 2020. Okay, here. Okay, I was looking to try to make sure the date was right. So, the John R. Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act of 2023 is proposed voting rights legislation named after civil rights activist John Lewis. The bill would restore and strengthen parts of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Most notably, its requirement for certain jurisdictions to seek federal approval before enacting certain changes to their voting laws. The bill was written in response to the Supreme Court decision in Shelby County v. Holder in 2013, which struck down the system that was used to determine which jurisdictions were subject to that requirement. On August 24, 2021, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the bill by a margin of 219 to 212 on November 23, 2021. The bill failed past the Senate after falling short of the 60 votes needed to invoke cloture. A second attempt to pass it on January 19, 2022 as part of the combined bill with the Freedom to Vote Act failed as well, which after falling short of 60 votes needed to invoke the cloture, a vote to exempt the bill from the Senate filibuster also ruled as failed. So let's see. Shelby County v. Holder, Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act stated that in some jurisdictions needed to seek approval from the federal government to implement certain changes to their election laws. Section 4B had the formula for determining which jurisdictions were subjected to these requirements. It applied the requirement to any jurisdiction that had voting tests placed on November 1st, 1964, in a turnout of less than 50% of the 1964 presidential election to receive approval for new election laws. The jurisdiction would have to prove to either a 3-judge panel of a Washington, D.C. court or the U.S. Attorney General that the new procedure would not negatively impact the right to vote on the basis of race or other minority status. Interesting. So let's look at the Voting Rights Act. So it was strengthening the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Let's see. Okay, so it pretty much prohibits racial discrimination against voting. Okay. So once again, as far as, because I was reading just a little bit more of the Shelby County. So, I mean, this what? It struck down. So the court, so Shelby County, I guess, is in Texas. Let's see where it said right here. The Supreme Court decision also led to an increase in voters being purged from voter rolls. Increased research from the Brandon Center suggests that some 2 million more people were purged from the voter rolls between 2012 and 2016 than would have been if Section 5 had been left in place. Notably, North Carolina, which put voter ID law. So how were they purged from the voter rolls though? From what? Covered by Voting Rights Act of 19 certain counties. Covered by John Lewis Act a whole. Not covered. Yeah, I'm real confused because I mean, okay, so pretty much it got struck down because the VRA was unconstitutional because it was outdated invalidating Section 4B left the federal pre-clearance requirement in Section 5 without a formula to determine what jurisdiction were subject to it. This had the effect of rendering the pre-clearance requirement inoperant until a new formula replaced the one that was struck down. Okay, so what's the problem? That means that we gotta fix it, right? So let's see. The Supreme Court ruling allowed many states to begin putting in new restrictive laws regarding the right to vote. Texas had announced it would put in place stricter voter ID laws. Okay, well that's cool. Many states that were previously not allowed to enact voter ID laws because of VRAs were able to do so. Okay, so get your ass to get your IDs, get out to vote. Like I said, I don't understand. So pretty much, if y'all choose to vote, y'all want to vote, and your county is requiring you to get voter IDs, get your ass up and get voter IDs. Fuck, like I don't understand. So it sounds like voting ain't probably somebody who don't vote or wasn't tripping about voting. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Freedom to Vote Act. Freedom to Vote Act. So this is pretty much another one. Maybe I fucked up. Let me see. Yeah, Freedom to Vote Act. I don't know why I did. Okay. So intended to expand voting rights, change campaign finance laws to reduce the influence of monies in politics, ban partisan gerrymandering, and create new ethics rules for federal office holders. The act was originally introduced in 2019 on behalf of a newly elected Democrat majority. See, none of the House, the bill, party lines. It was blocked from receiving a vote by the Republican Senate. Mitch McConnell in 2021 reintroduced it. In 2021, the bill passed the House, advanced to the Senate, which was split 50-50, Democrats and Republicans, holding the tie vote. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer vowed to bring it to the floor for a vote. The bill was held in the Senate, which received unified support from Democrat, but Republican senators blocked the bill with the filibuster as it lacked 60 votes needed to invoke. The bill will require states to offer same-day voter registration for federal elections and to permit voters to make changes to their registrations at the polls. It will require states to hold early voting for at least 2 weeks. It would establish automatic voter registration for individuals to be eligible to vote in elections for federal office in the state. Under the automatic voter registration provision, eligible citizens who provide information to the state agencies would automatically register to vote unless they opt out of doing so. Yeah, no, you have to opt in. Like, see, some of the stuff that they throw, like I said, the doubles is always in the details. So some of the stuff that they throw up in here, like I said, pay attention to the big headlines and, the one sentence that explains it, it sounds good. But when as you keep reading and go over the details, there's some stuff in here that's like, no, wait a minute. Y'all kind of doing too much on this, right? People should be opt-in to vote. If you're somebody that wants to vote, you need to opt in to vote, not automatically be registered to vote and then opt out. No. That's almost like how out here in California, right, we can register to be a donor if we want, right? If we pass away, we can go ahead and donate our body parts if we choose to, right? Then we get the little sticker on our ID that says, I wonder if I got that on mine. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I got it on my ID. Yeah, I got it on mine. See? I got a pink thing that says donor on my ID, right? So I had to opt in. So, but that's what I'm saying. I had to opt in. That's like them automatically opting us in to be a donor. Motherfucker, what if I don't want my body parts donated or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I should have to opt in. Hey, do you want to be a donor? Yes or no? No. Or yes. Do you want to vote? Yes or no? Yes. No. It shouldn't be automatic. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Like, it's pretty much common sense. And once again, you talk about hypocrisy about what the government shouldn't just be automatically doing certain things for us. No, we should have a choice. That's the whole point of us being in America. We have a choice to do what we want to do. If you want to vote, if voting is important to you, voting is, you want your voice to be heard, yada, yada, all this stuff, then your ass go out there and vote. Your ass go out there, figure out what is required in your county for you to vote, and you go make it happen. Stop living your lives on autopilot. Stop acting like stuff should just be automatically done for you. No, you go do it yourself. Take some control, take some action, take some accountability in your life. You go do it. If your ass want to vote and come voting day, you want to, you know that, hey, okay, maybe my county got mail in. I can mail it in. Okay, make sure you take time to vote and mail that thing in. If you ain't got no drop box. No, okay, well, if my only options is mailing it in or dropping it off at an actual voter location, okay, let me make sure I take the time out to go do that. Plain and simple. Right? So this is what I'm saying. Like, man, y'all got to be up on these laws and all this BS. And like I said, they over here trying to promote. They over here trying to do all this. And pay it to you. Like I said, we keep falling for the big headlines. We keep falling for, once again, our cause is getting tied to their agenda, a lot of these political agendas, and in actuality, it really ain't got nothing to do with us. Has everything to do with the individual. If you want to vote, go ahead and vote. Do what you got to do. Take the time out to go do what you need to do to vote. If not, then that's on you. Shut up. Your opinion is not going to really matter unless you go out here and vote and make a change yourself. I don't want to hear nothing politically about what the government should do, what it shouldn't do, yada, yada, if you're not out here, making your voice heard or putting your vote in the box, to go bring about this change that you're so opinionated and vocal about. Shut up. You're just talking. You're just talking, and it's going to go in one ear and out the other to me. Plain and simple. So let's move on from Auntie Cam. Auntie Cam gonna do Auntie Cam stuff. So, like I said, I was proved wrong. She did come to it last year. She probably did come to it the year before last. So that's cool. Okay, you're gonna do your thing, when it comes to making sure you show up and show out for black people for, our anniversaries of certain stuff. But what's up with Uncle Joe? Where Uncle Joe at though? You know what I'm saying? Because he said if I ain't voting for him, then I ain't black. But I ain't seen Joe come up to near black event, ain't near nothing. You know what I'm saying? So where Uncle Joe at? Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me see. I'll be getting on to my little spinnils. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it there, man. I mean, we all know. I was gonna talk a little bit about Trump, but we all know Trump doing what he do. You feel me? And Nikki Haley gonna do what she gonna do. She just pretty much staying in it because she's hoping Trump will get convicted, go to jail or something. And when she do, when he does, then she gonna pretty much be the only nominee, I guess, for the Republican Party. But we all know, man, ain't nobody finna vote for Nikki Haley. If Donald, y'all let me know. Anybody in the chat that's voting for Donald Trump, if he was to go to jail or somehow excluded from voting to where it was the only person that the Republicans had to nominate for their nominee was Nikki Haley, would y'all really vote for that hoe? Would y'all really vote for it? No, like, I can't name any Trump supporter that's going to say, oh, well, if Trump go to jail, well, fuck it. I guess I'm just going to vote for Nikki Haley. Hell no, they just not going to vote. Or they probably still damn near write Trump name in. You feel me? It's not going to vote. Fuck it. If y'all want the country to go to hell, fuck it. I guess y'all still need to learn y'all lesson, right? If 4 years wasn't enough for y'all, I guess y'all need 8. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be what it's going to be. But I ain't going to hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get out there and have a good Sunday. Stay safe out there. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe if y'all feeling the content. Y'all loving what y'all hear over here on the weekend show with Vicious V. Share that thing. Make sure y'all subscribe to Empire Builders. Like I said, link is in the description. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel as well. Make sure y'all cop that merch, realrichmondllc.com. And if y'all feeling the music, y'all love how I do the intros, man, y'all can go ahead and rewind back to the intros, man. I do all my music in the intro. If y'all feeling the music, I'm on all digital platforms. Just look me up, Vicious V. Y'all see me there. Slap them projects, put me on your playlist. You know what I'm saying? And, you know,